Welcome to the channel. This is your boy Coach Charles on Soccer Benchmark. Uh, what a week we've had, eh? A week of draws and a week of underperformance. A week of tactical tweaks and a week of, wow, crazy lineups. Now, the Villa-Manchester United game is one of those games that really blows your mind when you think about it. Because this is a game that United needed a crazy reply, because we've been on the media for all the wrong reasons. We cannot defend, we cannot score, we cannot play as a team, we are not a unit, red cards, and so on and so forth. But the lineup that the coach decided to go with, that lineup, no one could have predicted that lineup. In fact, I saw it and I went ballistic, because I'm wondering now, how are we going to play against Villa, a team that is very straight. They're very powerful, they're strong, they've got very good dribblers, and a team that is on the up. Because you remember they beat Bayern just the other day. So I'm looking at the lineup, man, and I'm wondering, what is Eric talking about? What is Eric doing? Then it reminded me, the game reminded me, or the lineup reminded me of the movie John Wick, where the Russian is talking about the BABAYAGA, the boogeyman. How the boogeyman was able to murder an entire gang with a pencil. Now, Villa, we are a boogie team to Villa. In fact, Villa does not scare United in any way. When teams were losing to Villa, when Arsenal was losing to Villa last season, Man City losing to Villa last season, United beat them home and away. Home and away. So we are the boogie team. Now in come the boogeyman, Eric Ten Hag. Now Eric Ten Hag, I'm calling him the boogeyman because the lineup he put up, I'll compare those players to pencils. Players that we do not have a future with, players who are not taking United forward. Some of them are beyond. These are players that, on a good day, will have been sold last season. Jonny Evans, Harry Maguire, Christian Eriksen, Victor Lindelof. The coach decides that I'm going to play Evans and Maguire at the back. I am not going to play Ugarte. I'm not going to play Martinez or Delete. It is Harry Maguire, it is Jonny Evans and Christian Eriksen. Then Victor Lindelof later. So, with this crazy lineup, United were able to be solid at the back. They did not give Villa any chance. In fact, Oli Watkins was so frustrated in the whole game, he could not get a shot on target. The whole Villa team could not get a shot on target. Because the team was synchronized. The defenders were playing as a unit. They were playing for each other. They were covering each other. The gaps between players was reduced. In fact, United did not press for the sake of pressing. The tactical change that Eric Ten Hag introduced, how I wish this guy, in his wisdom, could have used the same tactic after we scored 2 goals against Porto. Because when you defend the way we did resolutely, I have a feeling if we employed that tactic at Porto, we'll be talking about 3 points right now, baby. 3 points. 3 points. But we went to Porto, scored 2 goals, very quick goals, and then what? Capitulation as usual. We could not defend. We had to struggle to get the third goal. In fact, the player who scored that goal was on the bench. Now he brings them in the Villa game. Then all of a sudden the team is performing defensively. But the coach forgot to deal with the offensive aspect of the game. The The offensive aspect of the game was nowhere. In fact, apart from the Rashford shot, Garnacho, and maybe Antony later, shots that Martinez was able to easily take. There was nothing on offer offensively. Nothing. If a team can defend and you have fast players like Rashford and Garnacho and Hojlund at the front, how come we cannot even pick these passes, the right passes to these players? How come we cannot build play from midfield forward so that we can be able to get shots on target, even create chances, to be honest? So the BABAYAGA, the boogeyman, went to Villa with the boogie team and got a draw. Bruno Fernandes. Now, it is common knowledge that when your number 10 is not performing, the team may not perform. And our number 10 has been misfiring since December. This guy has not done much. And many pundits are talking about it. I was listening to a lot of other pundits, and the central conversation narrows down to Bruno Fernandes, our number 10. This guy cannot be trusted to take us forward on that form, from that position. We were given a crazy lineup, but I wish the lineup was tweaked a little bit just to contain Christian Eriksen as a 10 and Bruno Fernandes as a 8. That way I would have said the coach had an idea of what he was doing. Because if you play Eriksen as a 10, who has been one of our best offensive player in the sense that he's been scoring, he's been assisting, he's been giving those passes that are right at the right time, at the right moment. He can be able to hold on to the ball. He can be able to bring others into play. He can be able to support the attack. His crosses are good. His set pieces are on point. If only Ten Hag could have deployed Christian Eriksen as a 10 and Bruno as an 8, I think that way this game will have been as good as won. But we did not take our chances. We only had a few chances. So, what do you do with a player like Bruno? Because he's been your best player for many years, but right now he's not doing what he's supposed to do. He's trying crazy passes. Why would you give a long pass that will get to a player like Garnacho, who is already marked by 2 players? What are you trying to achieve? Yet you could build that play. You could develop the play bit by bit from the midfield to the forward. There are times when you give a long pass like that and it works, but it's always what? Less than 20%, 30%? But Bruno keeps trying these long passes, unnecessary. Yet, we could just hold on to the ball and develop play from midfield to attack. That is why I feel like the coach, Ten Hag, missed a chance to deploy Christian Eriksen as a 10 and Bruno as an 8. Then, you decide to bring in Antony and you have a mad. That is a very crazy substitution, because Ahmad has been one of those players who have been giving us something to cheer about. The boy is the future of Manchester United. Give him a chance. Because the boy can score, the boy can dribble, he can hold on to the ball, he can pass, he can develop play. And his defensive aspect is also there. You bring in Antony, who is interested in looking at his tattoos compared to playing the actual football. That is crazy. And it's like Eric is showing everyone the middle finger. Most of the commentators who are clamoring for his head. I have a feeling Ineos will have to make a decision either now or not so far into the future. Because United cannot continue in this vein. The team needs to start defending well, start building play well, and start scoring goals. Goals win matches, and without goals, we are not going anywhere. We as a team, we are not going anywhere as Manchester United. We need to change the way we play, the way we develop play, the way we defend, the way we communicate. And we have started the communication aspect, Because you will see how these defenders were communicating. Now, our strikers, Hojlund, Zaxi. Hey, Hojlund had one of those games that you can't even remember what he did in that pitch. He was there for what? Over 50, 60 minutes? But the guy did nothing. No shot on target. No shot off target. No shot blocked. No pass. No nothing. This guy did, in the 50, 60 minutes he was in the pitch, he basically occupied space. And that's all. Then Zaxi came in. Yeah, he tried these flicks here and there. But who is he? I was listening to Paul Scholes the other day and he was asking, what is he? Is he a 9, a 9.5, a 10, 10.5? What is he? Because he's not, so far, he has not improved our team. But yes, we can say he's just joined the team the other day. We'll give him the benefit of doubt because he's still young, he's a new player in the team. But these guys need to start firing. And they can only fire if they get the right passes. It is up to our midfield. From Kobe Mainu to Christian Eriksen to Bruno Fernandes to Ugarte to Casemiro. Whoever plays in that midfield, you need to start feeding these guys with the right balls. Not giving someone a ball when he's already marked. The only way we can move forward is when you start feeding this ball. Give them these chances to score. But how do you do that? The team has to play as a unit. We have to be synchronized from Onana right through to the striker. Whoever is playing a 9 on the material day. Because I feel that United can do better. But then the question is, why is it taking so long for Luke Shaw to come back? Malacia to come back. We need that balance. From the last game, we saw Maguire is out. We saw Mazuri was substituted in the first half. In the second half, he didn't show up. So it's a cause to worry because now, whom are you going to play as a right back? Because already Dalot is preoccupied with the left back. So I think our signing did not go well. Because I still believe we should have gone for a left back and just let Wan-Bissaka stay. But that is done. It's water under the bridge. But now how do we move forward? We need to build a team that is able to work. And Eric needs to start making the right decision, the right choices, and giving people hope. If you spend 200 million on players who cannot even play, why did you even buy them? Yeah? Because we had Martinez on the bench, Dillit on the bench, Ugarte on the bench. These are your players. Zaxi on the bench. These are players you bought as a coach. Yeah? Why would you have them on the bench and play players who are not the future of Manchester United? We need to see a team that is able to work together. Look at a team like Arsenal. These are the same guys who play day in, day out. Manchester City, the same. Aston Villa is a good example. If no one is injured, the same team that played yesterday will play tomorrow and will play until at the end of time. But United, we keep making changes every other day. You don't even know who is going to play. We need to have a stable team, a working team. And that boils down to the coach. And the coach has to listen. He has to start taking the fans seriously. He has to start making the right decisions. Because whatever he's doing right now, if I was Ineos, I'll be asking a lot of questions, and those questions will not be in support of the coach. And I was shocked the other day when Sir Jim Ratcliffe said he loves Eric Ten Hag. Yes, it's okay to love someone, but is he the right coach at this moment? Is he the right coach at this moment for Manchester United? I don't think so. He's not. Thank you for stopping by. If you've not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button. We are building this thing brick by brick, day by day. Give us a comment, give us a like. Let's hear your opinion. And let's play football the United way.